Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And I don't know what I want to talk about in this episode. I should just do like a ask. Yeah, I'm gonna do an ask questions. I didn't record it too. Dang, man, this tweet that Ninja made, he made this tweet like overall saying like, oh, if you quit in a video game, then you're a double loser or something like that. But dang, like there are like 100,000 people tweeting about that right now. Like, dang, Ninja, like that didn't even sound right saying that. It sounded like I'm saying something else, but like the clean version of it. But you know what? Anyways, welcome to another Ask Reddit episode. Or answering questions on Ask Reddit. That's what I was thinking about doing. Cause I see, and I'm like, and I do want to give Hodge Twins their credit, but no, I heard one of my coworkers, he always talks about this subreddit where it gives out like relationship advice, or it talks about like people's relationships and things. And then it was like watching Hodge Twins. If you guys watch their videos, then you know who they are. But no, I was like, that's why I was like, you know what? I should just like give off like my advice like on relationships and things. You know, like see, just guide people, help people out. Like, you know, like tell them. I feel like the single people in the world, we give off the best relationship advice and things. So, you know, it works out. It works out for them and stuff. But anyways, welcome to another answering Reddit questions episode. I don't even know which one I'm on, but anyways, first question: how would you feel if the only thing we knew about presidential candidates was their stance on issues? No information on party name, gender, race, or religious beliefs, or lack therefore. So you only their stance on issues? What? How would you feel? I don't even know how I would feel. Like, I ain't really a political person and stuff, but I feel like now I have to be, but I can't really answer that question right now. I'm sorry to the Carrot V2. I'm almost right off the how many hours ago this was posted, thinking it was a part of his whole name, but then I looked at it, I'm like, wait a second. But anyways, I don't know how I would feel. I'm not really a political person, so I'm sorry, but I don't know. But anyways, next question. What do you think would happen if everyone exists instantly, everyone in existence instantly knew the truth about everything? Oh, wow. I feel like the world would be quiet. You know how like everything is loud and cars and all, it'd be driving on the freeways and just helicopters and birds and stuff. I feel like if everyone in existence instantly knew the truth about everything, I don't know why, I feel like it would definitely be a post-apocalyptic world. And then it would just, they wouldn't talk to each other. It's like, we know everything, so why communicate with the world and stuff? If they knew everything, like, people would be, they'd just be in their house creating stuff. Like, they knew how to build all these things. So it's like, they're definitely, I feel like there'd probably be like maybe selected groups of people. It'd definitely be like some post-apocalyptic world, I think. But next question. There's like Mike Bloomberg supporters. Why? I don't know. Like I said, I ain't really a political person, so I can't answer that question. But next question: you are God for 24 hours. What would be the first thing you would do? Have everybody be polite, just for one day. Everybody be happy, hugging, nice to each other. I mean, dang, there's just way too much like evil going on in this world, and I'm honestly tired of it. So yeah, just people just being nice to each other. Just look at your neighbor and give him a hug or something. I don't know, but anyways, I feel like it's just a lot. Like, you know, like probably would like help out people create things. Like if I'm God, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. I'll help. Well, then again, it's like, I mean, the man did, he did create a lot. So probably the original one, just have everybody just being polite and nice to each other and things. And so next question: what's an American problem you're too European to understand? What's an American problem you're too European? I'm not European, so I can't answer that question. But do you believe that next question, do you believe that there is an extraterrestrial life out there? Why or why not? I think so. If not, I feel like that us as humans, we were meant to like create some like form of a spacecraft, one of them Star Trek or Star Wars spacecrafts, to travel out to these other planets and start up life there. And then we, I don't know, come up with a different name or something. But I do believe that there is an extraterrestrial life. And if not, then yeah, that's just crazy. Like, you know, we just have this big like area to ourselves and things. Like we just this big galaxy, big everything, like just everything out there and stuff. Like it's all to us and stuff. So it's probably meant for us to explore. But if not, then yeah, there's probably versions of us like on these Earth-like planets and stuff. And yeah, we're just, you know, just doing weird. There's probably like different. There's probably the same version of me, but right now he's like butt naked recording YouTube videos. Like on that planet, they're all nudist. On the other planets, they only wear one sock. On the other planet, they only wear a sleeve. They only wear a full shirt. They just wear a sleeve. So, yeah, there's probably some stuff like that out there. Or it's probably us doing the same exact thing at the same exact time. So, like, yeah. To whoever, yeah, and if that's the case, then high five and freaking the longest air five possible and stuff to who I am and things out there and stuff. But next question: what is a true piece of advice that no one wants to hear? You can't go your whole life being mad at people. Eventually, you have to, you know, open up that door and stuff and just I guess like open it but close it at the same time. Like open it for an opportunity to tell that person how you feel, and just get everything off your chest. But overall, say that there's no hatred, there's no beef with you. Like you cool, but you know, like I like it's, of course there's gonna be tension and anger and all that stuff. But like yeah, just open the door but also close the door. If y'all understand what I'm saying and things. But anyways. Next question: say you decide to become an Uber driver. You want to make a playlist with the sole purpose of weirding out your passengers. What songs would you pick? YMCA off the bat. And I'll probably would have it like on replay but no, YMCA, that song kind of slaps though. That's why I'm like, it ain't even weird. Like just how overall that song sounds like. I could see why them guys, like people back in the day was getting down to that song. But okay, no, what was the song they was playing in, oh my gosh, what was that movie? It was this horror movie, and there was this guy, he was playing, like, off of a ukulele, like, oh my gosh, it was like Tiptoe, oh my gosh, what was that song? Man, I think it was like Tiptoe Through the Tulips or something like that, but it was like a guy in a high-pitched voice and things. Like, I would play that. What other songs would I play? I feel like that would probably, I don't know, that's to me, that's like the weirdest song I can possibly think of, but I don't listen to weird music, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, how can you answer that? Well, probably, I'm not trying to say, like, nobody listens to weird music, but I'm like, I just don't go out my way to listen to weird music, you know? I don't want to be that person where I get creeped out and weirded out and stuff, so, Anyways, next question. What is an easy to learn skill but is very impressive? Um Probably playing video games. Like if you're very skillful and good at video games, it's like easy to understand and learn once you figure it out. But and then it's like then it's just like super impressive when you're like watching these guys like creating these crazy montages, like just overall killing it and things in that game. So probably video games, I would say. Like like if it's like Call of Duty or something like that. But that's what I would say. I don't know. I don't know. Like cashier job maybe, like you think like, oh, it's be difficult, but once you figure it out, like, oh, okay, then it's just like super impressive when that person like they know what they doing pressing the buttons. Like me, I'm like, I would say I'm impressed by myself at times where I'm like, because I'll be at work and there'll be nobody up there because there's two registers. And there's time when I'm using like both registers and things. Like I'll do that one when that one's loading up and processing that receipt. I'll go to the next person, use that register, and that register then process. I moved all the way down to the last person in line, but I'm figured you doing that technique. I'm like, when you have figured it out and you understand it, it is impressive. So next question: you can add 1 inch to anything that exists. How do you cause the most chaos? I'll probably add the inch to myself. I'm like, I'll just be an inch taller. I'm like, I feel like if anything, yeah, that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. There have to be no chaos behind it. But next question, what movie's 10-10 yet hardly anybody has heard of it? Need for Speed. That is my 10-10 movie. People might not like a good racing movie. But yo, I watched that movie and that's the movie. I have never in my life, okay, have been watching a movie like because I seen Avatar. Avatar was probably one of the best movies to come out of my time. I've seen a lot of movies in theater, but I'll never forget the day my sister took me. It was meant for me to watch that movie in theaters. I'm so happy I had watched that movie in theaters. I just had to like, if I remembered to, I had to like thank my sister for taking me to go see that movie. But she took me to go see that movie. I'm watching it. I ain't feel tired. I ain't feel sleepy. And there's like most movies, I fell asleep on Avatar. I fell asleep on all the Transformer movies, But Need for Speed, that movie had me on the edge of my seat. Like, I've never had that happen to me before with a movie. But Need for Speed, that was the movie where I'm like, I could sit down, watch that movie, no problem. No problem at all, okay? So, yeah, that movie, Need for Speed, pretty sure people have heard of the video game, but the movie itself, it's better than the video games. Like, I had to say, like, this last game, it was good, but all the previous ones, Need for Speed, the movie tops it. And I'm like, you guys should have did this as a video game. What was y'all doing? Like, I'm saying, like, what was the reason? Like, you guys should have been done did this. But anyways, next question. What is the most annoying thing a guest has done in your home? You know what? And it's like, it's a friend of mine. He's no longer here with us. R.I.P. to him. But he drank all my apple juice. And he stole some like coins and these $2 bills that my dad had gave me. So I'm like, guys, like, yeah. I was like, bro, like, why? What was the why? What was the reason? But no, it was like after that we were cool and things. I was just like, I just didn't want him back in my house. I'm like, no, I can't have that. I cannot have that happen again. But yeah, rest in peace to him, man. I miss that guy. He was freaking probably one of the most entertaining people that I've ever met. And it's like, it's kind of like, it's messed up where it's like, you say that now, but it's like I had all this time like with him when we were in school and all this stuff. But it seemed like as we got older, it just like we kind of like separated and stuff. We were still cool. I remember last time I seen him, he was like in good like health. He was like, chilling and things, but greed had got to people, and overall it was sad his life had to get taken away by some just people that just don't know how valuable life is. But next question, what are some injuries or illnesses that people underestimate the most? Probably a stuffy nose. I hate when my nose is stuffy. It is the most annoying thing ever. I'm like, just sniffing to make sure. I'm like, because it's a little stuffy in my room though, so I'm like, that's probably why if I do sound like my nose is stuffy, it is because it's a little stuffy where I'm at right now. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm like, man, I hate when I'm trying to like sleep when I'm like going home and I'm on the bus and I'll just be like, I'll trying to sleep. But I always gotta lean with my head backwards, so my nose and I ain't sitting here like snot hanging out my nose and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I talked about that before. I don't like when snot be hanging out in nose and stuff. I'm like, not even my own nose. And it came from my body, and I'm like, it's a part of my body that I don't want to see. I'd rather see my own blood. But next question: what is the most stupid rule you've ever seen? What is the most stupid rule I've ever seen? No talking in detention. That would probably be the stupid rule I've seen. Because it's like, if you see a friend in there, like, I remember it was when I had detention. I ain't really, it was messed up because I ain't have, like, I was like, I told one of my, like, well, I was hoping one of my friends would have been in there. But I'm like, you know what? Dang. Like, he chose a different day. Me and him, we both got in trouble for skipping class and stuff. So, we overall, like, and that was our fault because we should have just went into the classroom and said, like, hey, we're going to this classroom, or I'm going to be in here, like, helping out somebody and stuff. And overall, I didn't do that. Yeah, we just didn't show up. So, yep, it added up, and we ended up getting detention. But anyways, yeah, it was like, but it's like, when they go and they're like, no phones. I'm like, okay, look, all right, we're in a generation where we need our phones. We need them. If I'm sitting in here, like, I guess, yeah, I could do my homework, but it's a Saturday. My time is occupied with video games and cell phone activities. I did not come into school to do no work. And I'm like, come on now. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. But it was like the no talking thing. And I'm like, if I see a friend in here, I'm going to talk to them and stuff. And then it was like, what was dumb was that she said that. And there's like, because there were like a few kids like talking to each other. And then she'll occasionally scream, no talking. And then she'll disappear. She disappeared. I was just like, bro, like, I could seriously leave right now. And she probably wouldn't even realize it. I'm like, I should. I really should. But nope, I stayed in there. Was getting tired. Then it was like no sleeping. So I'm like, okay, quiet. And I'm like, I don't want to do my work. And I'm sitting here. I'm like, then it's like, I don't want to read a book. Yeah, I'm gonna start falling asleep. I'm like, I'm tired. It's a nap time right now. But next question. What song do you absolutely hate? Bro, there's this commercial, and they'll play this song over and over, and they just start playing this commercial again. I'm like, it was just messed up because I was thinking like, oh man, I'm so happy they ain't playing that commercial anymore. Then not too long after that thought in my head, they just start playing that commercial all over again. I'm like, man, MTV, you guys need to start recycling through some like different commercials, man. Like, stop playing the same commercials over and over again. Then they got this one, I think it's like promoting this like cell phone company called Cricket. And it's these like emojis or whatever them things are supposed to be, like saying like hi, but in a high pitched voice and stuff. Or they're like dragging it out. And I'm like, man, that's what I'm like. You just take a grenade and just start blowing up stuff. Like, blow up all those emoji looking things. I hate that commercial, but both of those commercials and things. It got to the times I muted my TV or turned on my Xbox and hurry up and just switched to the source channel just so I won't have to hear it. I'm like, man, stop playing them commercials. Play something else. Dang, MTV. But anyways, next question. Policeman of Reddit. What crimes did you see the aftermath of that were so cool that you didn't want to arrest the criminal? Wait, what? What crimes did you see the aftermath of that were so cool that you didn't want to arrest the criminal? I gotta read this. I'm gonna probably read this and I'm gonna go end this episode. But anyways, I had a case my first year as an officer where a drunk man lunged his car off a boat ramp. We approximately thought he was going 50 miles per hour. The car landed in 20 feet of water. Now the cool part, he swam out, ran 8 miles to his uncle's house and stole his tow truck. He then drove the truck back to the swam down. What? He drove the truck back, swam. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what I was reading. He then drove the truck back, swam down, hooked the tow cable to the axle of the car, and proceeded to pull the tow truck into the water. As well. We were called on scene, and we could only see the headlights and the tip of the hood above the water. He passed out asleep on the dock next to it. Wow. That's crazy. That man told wow. I'm like that. I'm like, if I was like, as soon as he woke up, I'm like, you know what? I can't even arrest you, bro. Like you just, your drunkenness just left your body and you just turned into Superman. Like the fact that you ran 8 miles and it'll like be a struggle for me to run 1 mile. Like, bro, wow. You know what, sir? You doing it. You doing it. I'm like, I can't deny that. Like you out here proving people wrong and stuff. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. This has been another answering Reddit questions episode, but this has been another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.